Okay, so in today's update about ICP, we are going to check out this part of the price action and see what is going on. And I'm going to tell you why right in here about $5.3, I actually opened some beautiful long positions. And I'm going to tell you what are my targets and why do I believe there is a chance that in internet computer, we are getting ready, if what I'm thinking is right, for an absolutely massive breakout. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember, in the previous video, we were right around this area and the idea was there's a good chance our move down is going to continue. Why? Because we may have in here a WXY, either in form of a double zigzag or maybe a flattened zigzag, not really that important. Now, let's go on 15-minute chart and talk about a very great bullish sign that happened in here, and I think we also talked about it in the previous updates. You see, if you want to say we have actually hit our final top, let's say right in here, maybe this is a very important resistance. Okay, you need to be able to find off of the highest high a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down, and the most important role in all kinds of 5 waves is this: wave 3 under any kind of circumstances should not be the smallest wave. Let's go on the live chart. Okay, this point about $6.1 is definitely the highest high. And can you argue that off of it we are having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down? The answer is absolutely not. Why is that? Let's measure our wave 3 from this point to about here and compare it to the other waves. Is it smaller than or supposedly wave 5? The answer is yes. Is it also smaller than wave 1? Absolutely. So this move down, this initial move off of the highest high, based on what we just said, there's a very high chance that it's actually a correction structure and not an impulse. And it means, well, okay, in ICP, at one point, hopefully soon, we are going to get a very strong move up in order to take the highest high in here for the first target, about $6.1. But I'm really hoping that this time we're going to go quite a bit higher than that, maybe to somewhere around potentially even $8 or $9 if we are lucky. Now, let's zoom out more and see what is our primary case in terms of Elliott waves. So here's the deal. I believe this is a correction structure down. This is another correction, and between these two, we are having two sets of beautiful 5 waves on the upside. Now, if you want to be bullish and optimistic and you want to say in ICP, we have actually hit our final low, then okay, I guess your best shot at finding a bullish count in here is if you say this is a series of 1-2s, meaning this can be a 1 correction for wave 2, and what are we going to have next? Massive move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and even this thing on a higher degree, it's gonna be into wave 3, and then we're gonna have correction for 4 and yet another good move up into wave 5. I think for now this possibility should be our primary case, and that's why I am optimistic in internet computer. Now, every single scenario should have a very important invalidation point, and we talked about this in every single video. But if you are a new viewer, you should know that the moment in internet computer, generally before taking this high, I see a move down, and in that move we take this important low about $4.50. I am going to flip bearish and argue this is just a simple ABC zigzag, and unfortunately our final low in internet computer is not in yet. But as long as we are not doing that, I think we should be optimistic. Now, let's go on 5-minute time frame, and I want to be very clear in case that you are a new viewer. In my own time, I rarely go on such lower time frames, but you know, this is for the sake of educational purposes, so I'm thinking it's fine. You see, specifically in the previous update when we were around here, I was saying a likely target for this move down can be reaching to about this important support, which I believe it was from daily time frame, and I said if we get a break of this one as well, okay, at that point we're gonna go a bit lower and reach to about this area around 4.7 to about $4.8, which I believe it was a decent gap that was created as a result of this move up happening a bit too fast. But why did I open a long position right in here? I have a couple of reasons for it. First things first, you cannot argue that in this phase we actually broke this level. No. Why? Because this is from daily time frame at the same time, and if you want to say this is broken, you need to go on daily chart, see a candle close under here, and then let's say a pullback, and followed by that a continuation of the move down. And so far, sure, you can argue this is our initial breaking phase, but recently, as you can see in the last couple of hours, we did get back above this level. So for all we know, this was just a simple fake out. Now, do I have some more reasons to believe in ICP maybe the low of our correction is an yes? You remember we said this can be a WXY in form of a double zigzag, and now we can say this is like an A, B, C, D, E, a triangle probably to about this point, and this can be starting from this high, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into our C leg, and basically this suggests that the low of our correction again is most likely in. Was that enough for me to open a long position in here? Unfortunately, no. I am a bit picky. Let's go on H1 time frame and see what is happening specifically in terms of indicators, and maybe it's best to delete a stock RSI. So okay, in MACD, as you can see, we are having a buy signal, which is a good sign, and in RSI we are approaching to around the overbought region, but this doesn't matter. The main clue in RSI for me was right in here. What do we have on the live chart? This is a low, the other one is a lower low. However, in H1 we are having a low, the other one is a higher low. So this is a beautiful bullish divergence, which happened very close to around the oversold area. That means the divergence does actually have quite a bit of validity, and that, my friends, is yet another reason for why I opened a long position here. Let's go on weekly time frame chart. Okay, so in RSI we are getting close to about the oversold region, but we're not completely there yet, so nothing to see in here. However, in MACD it seems like that we want to get a buy signal, and I'm really hoping that either the current candle or maybe the next one is going to close green, and in that case I think there's a very high chance that you are going to see a buy signal in MACD, which would be a fantastic sign. And the last sign that we got one, it was right in here, and that caused about like a 100% move on the upside, and its previous time was all the way down here. And as you can see, from this point about $4, we got about like a 300-400% move on the upside. So having a buy signal in MACD in weekly time frame could be a very strong bullish sign, and I would highly suggest, if you do not care about what is going to happen in the next week or two, just wait a little bit more and see a buy signal in here, because that could be a great sign, and at that point you can be bullish with a bit more confidence. What is going on now in daily time frame? So this is a bit of a different story. Why? Because we already had a buy signal in here, and now maybe we want to get a sell signal. Now I'm really counting on this move up in internet computer to continue a bit, and at that point I'm gonna say we're not going to hopefully get this sell signal, which could be a great sign for us. But if you want to be picky, okay, sure, so far at least this may not be necessarily optimistic, but for me this wasn't really enough to reconsider opening some long positions in here. Let's go on 15-minute chart, and now I'm going to tell you the real reason for why I opened some longs in here. Let's actually go around here. If you want to argue that we're going to have our final low around this region, maybe this is like a very important support this time, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. Now, having a 5 wave is great, but it's not enough. After this, you need to be able to find a correction structure down, a slow and choppy move on the downside. And based on that, let's zoom in more and see what is going on. This point right in here is the lowest low, and what do we have off of it? I think this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to about this point into a wave 1. This is most likely an A, B, C into wave 2, another move up into wave 3, great one. And if you go on like 1 minute time frame, I promise you can find an impulse in here, followed by that I'm gonna say maybe this is like a WXY, a rather sharp move down into wave 4, and yet another 5 up into wave 5. So this was the initial bullish sign for me, indicating in ICP maybe we are going to go up. But earlier I said only having a 5 wave is not enough, and that's why I was paying full attention to what is going on in this phase, and maybe it's best to go on 1 minute time frame. So what do we have in here? In my opinion, there is like a very high chance that in internet computer this is 1, 2, 3, probably correction for 4 to about this point, and another move down into wave 5, which on a higher degree it's going to be into an A leg correction for wave B, and another classic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into our C leg. And this is the key. The moment that in this move up in ICP we took the height of our B leg about, let's say, $5.3, I was kind of confident about opening a long position because basically to me that suggested we are having on a higher degree, sorry about that one, maybe 5 wave up starting from the lowest low into a wave 1 correction for wave 2, and I was hoping that the next move is going to be a big and sharp one up, which we are definitely on the right track for it, into wave 3 correction for 4, and yet another move on the upside into wave 5. This, my friends, is the real reason for why I opened a long position in here. All the other reasons I absolutely paid attention to them, but the main reason was this. If, for example, in here, I was able to identify a correction of maybe like an ABC or maybe WXY, I promise you, I wasn't going to open some longs. But since we had beautiful structures, you know what? I'm gonna say this was absolutely worth it. Now, question, what is going to be my stop loss? In the previous long position that I took in ICP way back down here, my stop loss was under the lowest low, about $4.1, and my target was right in here, which was, if you remember, a very important clear gap that was created as a result of this move down being a bit too fast, and around the $6 area, I got out of my position. This time, my stop loss isn't actually under this, it's actually under this one, about like $4.4. So I am basically having like a 90 cents to let's say even $1 a stop loss. Question, what's my target? Well, I have two targets. The bare minimum one is going to be right around the previous major pivot high in here, about, let's hide everything, $6.1. Now, I want to be very clear. This doesn't mean that in here I'm going to get out of my long position. No, I'm going to do two things, hopefully if we get there. Number one, I'm going to get out of a third of my long position, and number two, I'm going to change my stop loss to under this low down here, about $5. Basically, I'm going to risk free my position. My main target is actually quite higher, maybe somewhere around $7 to even $8 area. Why is that? Because if what I'm thinking is right, and maybe this is 1, this is 2, and then big move into wave 3, 4, 5. Well, okay, one very important characteristic of a wave 3 is being quite a strong and sharp move on the upside. That's why I'm counting on this move up to continue for quite a bit. And for example, a likely target for it can be either around the 1.618 or maybe 2.618 of the Fibonacci extension level, which this is giving you about like a $7.6 ICP. I think that can be a good target. Now, do I know this scenario 100% going to happen? The answer is absolutely not. There is no certainty in any market. We are only talking about the possibilities in here, and from my point of view, made sense for me to open a long position in here, okay? And the reason is for the risk to reward ratio of it. Basically, in this trade, I'm having about bare minimum one, like 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, which is fantastic. If I manage to identify and open trades like this, overall and on the net, I am going to end up making money. I don't really care what is going to happen to this specific trade. Sure, it would be nice to get a very strong bounce back and hit my target. That could be awesome. But overall, one trade is not really that important for me, okay? I care about my performance in the next 1 to even 200 trades. That is going to determine overall how I'm doing. So let's have a quick conclusion and wrap up today's update. In internet computer, as long as we are not taking this low, about $4.5, I would like to still remain bullish and say we are having a series of 1-2s. And if that's the case, soon our move up is going to accelerate quite a bit, and you are going to see some serious fireworks in internet computer. For now, I would like to be extremely optimistic as long as I'm not proven otherwise. And right in here, about $5.3 made perfect sense for me to open a long position in hope that we do get that big move on the upside. For now, let's go with this scenario, and hopefully the next time or maybe the time after that I'm going to make an ICP video, we're going to be somewhere around these highs, about like $7 to even $10. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in internet computers chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.